It is unusual to be missed in the draft and then put into the Hall of Fame, but I think that says a lot about him. He's a very stubborn person, so if people say you can't do things, he'll prove them wrong. From early on, he was a bloke who was told he was too short, not fast enough, doesn't have endurance. After training with him, playing with him for so long, there's no surprise that he got to where he did because of his attitude and the amount of work that he put in throughout the years. My earliest memories of Sammy was out here on the G. It was the 2000 under-18s grand final. We were playing Sammy's team and he actually got sent off just on quarter time. Worked out that while he was off, we kicked away. So some fond memories the first time I ever saw or met Sammy.
Played all right, got reported, but got sent off, so probably my own fault. None of the clubs were interested, I guess.
Robbie Campbell, Sammy and myself's debut. A couple of senior guys said, oh, you guys will be bonded, and the first thing you reflect on in your first game is who else was a part of it. And we were just kids that were following our dream.
Now a chance for Mitchell, measures the kick, gun barrel straight. His first. Off the back, Mitchell should score the first for the Hawks.
So it wasn't until his second year where he won the Rising Star, and that was when he really started to prove that he's got the ability and someone to look forward to. As a junior, he was a left foot kick, and then one of his coaches changed him to kick on his right. So for the majority of his career, I thought he was a right footer.
Mitchell, 60 metres out. Well, he's got it right angles.
He's had 25 touches now, Sam Mitchell. That was just a wonderful kick.
As competitive as you'll get, someone who hates losing, he would be on the training track before Croft for every session, and he would wait until Croft left the training track. So at least he knew that if he's spending more time on the track than what Croft is, then he's going to be doing more stuff to help him develop his game. And I think it shows a little bit to the mindset of Sammy and why he got to where he did. He always wanted to make sure that if you're on the footy field, if you're in and around a football, you're paying attention. If you're walking or you're not paying attention, he'll kick a ball at you. It's his attitude, his mindset, and his competitive streak at training pushed a lot of us to try and improve ourselves, to make sure that we did everything we possibly could to be successful.
And away we go, the grand final. Back to back for the Cats. Look at the Hawks pull off an upset.
One thing that I was pretty happy for him, that for everything that he did for us that year, he's rolled around, kicked one on his left, and I was wrapped for him the fact that he was going to be a premiership captain, but also had an impact in the last quarter and almost put the nail in the coffin.
Hawthorn, the champions.
During our successful years, Mitch took a lot of the centre bounce meetings because he would research the opposition, and to get the message from how he understood it to his teammates, he was so clear at that. 2013 grand final, we knew Sandlands was going to get the hit-out advantage. So Mitch went into the leadership group and put his hand up and said, well, I'm happy to be the selfless guinea pig to sit in Sandland's hit zone. He's just got to fight like hell to try and stop them from winning it. So I think he had 13 or 14 touches, but it was what he stood for. It was probably the most impactful game that he's had without getting a lot of the ball. The amount of time Sammy put his hand up when we really needed to, he got hit from pillar to post, week in, week out. Teams would target him, they would physically get into him, and he wouldn't sook about it. He would get up. The amount of times that you'd look at him on the ground and think, how can he get back up again? And he was a big reason why we had so much success.
So Hawthorn have done it. The first team in the 18-team competition to go back to back to back.
For Sam to win 5 BNFs throughout those years, especially with the teammates that he had, which were all Australians, for him to be that consistent, I think it shows his durability. If someone said he wouldn't play a game, let alone get drafted, let alone win a BNF, or win a premiership, he's a person who, through sheer hard work, determination, resilience, he's been able to achieve this. Personally, for what he did to help me develop, mature as a player, as a leader, couldn't thank him enough. Couldn't be prouder of him, and for the hard work that he's put into it, it's thoroughly deserved.